What's goody, y'all? It's Goody, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Gabbing with Goody Gabor. You can like, subscribe, and comment right here at Goody Gabor Gabs. You can also follow me on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Goody Gabor. I appreciate your attendance. Now let's get into it. At the end of season 1, Camille quit her job because Professor Pruitt, played by Whoopi Goldberg, told her she was not going to endorse her for a full-time position at Columbia University. She did this drunk. She went with her friend Quinn to drop off the wedding dress for her ex-boyfriend's wedding, ended up kissing on him, and basically started to tank her life as she knew it. Ty, who had a medical emergency, was now faced with a husband no one knew she had, trying to put himself in her life. She thought it was financial. It was not financial for him, and she doesn't know what his next move is. Quinn, who at the time was dating a single father who was also a stripper, started having feelings for a woman her mother introduced her to and asked her on a date. The lady said yes, and now Quinn is having a night as a queer. And Angie, last but not least, certainly my favorite, was excited about her Broadway career. She was starring in Get Out the musical, sent Jordan Peele a few notes on her ideas and thoughts, and had the show shut down because Jordan Peele sent a cease and desist. That's where we were. Now let's get into where we are going. The episode opens with Camille and Ian still kissing on each other and Mira coming down pretending she hasn't seen anything. They all act like they're going to play it cute and ignore what has just happened. And then Mira's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to ignore this again. This is the first time we find out that she saw them kissing when they first saw each other at that party for the couple that they put together. In any event, Mira's pissed at both of them. Mira reminds Ian that Camille was such a selfish bitch that she didn't even move to Paris with him, for him, broke up with him the day they were supposed to leave, and that he used to call her flaky. Camille is like, oh my gosh, you said that? And Ian, it's all bad. Camille runs into Quinn when she exits the venue, and Quinn is ecstatic. Her first day as a queer is going great. Mira loved her dress so much that she hooked her up with her best friend at Vogue, and they're going to do a 73 questions on her. She's happy, and then she realizes Camille is not as happy. Camille starts crying. She's like, are those happy tears or sad tears? Camille says they're both. They hop in a Uber and they drive off. In our next scene, we see Angie go into her little boo's house. If you recall, her boo was a dude who was acting on the show Get Out with her. He's bi. He got her locked out. She has the keys, but he is not letting her in because he's very upset that he lost his opportunity because she was running her mouth. He agrees that they could be friends, but his libido is all the way off because he ain't cashing checks no more. So that's it for Angie and him. The next morning, everyone is getting into their day. Ty's dyeing her hair. Camille is running. Angie's making a jacked up breakfast that includes liquor and seltzer. And Quinn is having her morning protein smoothie. The ladies all meet for brunch, where they have discussions, basically a round table of where things went wrong the night before. Camille realizes she quit her job, was very confused about her feelings regarding what she'd done to Mira. Ty is like, oh, Brandon said all this messed up stuff. He said I don't have any friends, any family, any real connections. And she realizes that her friends believe that there might be some truth to what Brandon says. So, she has to look into that. Angie tries to add levity to everything, but then finally says, my big break broke and now I'm back at square one. They're all having a pretty jacked up day the next day. But because they have nothing to do, Quinn is going to get a mani-pedi before her date with Isabella because she's queer now. And they all decide to join. On their way to get their nails done, a psychic on the side of the road selling flowers tells Angie that her life is going to go great after she sleeps with the most handsome man alive. While getting their mani-pedis, they're still having their discussions. I really, really love this because for the most part, this is what it's like when the girls get together, just chatting. Again, very Sex in the City, but for the real city with the real girls. In any event, Angie finds a masseuse at the pedicure spot and she dashes off with him so that she can get her luck back. Remember, the guy said that if she sleeps with the most beautiful man in New York, her bad luck will be off. Quinn realizes she may not know what to do on her date with Isabella. She has booked them a room at the Cecil. I love the Cecil, by the way. Or the Cecil, depends on how you want to say it. But she doesn't know if they're going to have sex, what kind of sex they should have. She's really confused and conflicted. Camille finally gets a text from her boss, Dr. Pruitt, played by Whoopi Goldberg, who hates her and, gives her 10 minutes at 2 p.m. So Camille has to go change. And Quinn and Ty go shopping at the sex shop because Ty's going to hook her girl up, since Ty is actually queer and Quinn is just there to the queer. Camille meets with Dr. Pruitt, who actually, it just seems like she does not like her at all. And she begs for her job back. Dr. Pruitt tells her she'll think about it because a lot was said. But the next time you go running around talking about how I don't have your back, remember this moment. But again, this woman just really doesn't think highly of Camille. It's just what it is. Maybe a changing of the guard type of situation, Dr. Pruitt is old school and believes that advocacy must be boots on the ground. Camille is new school and takes to her Twitter to advocate for the causes that she likes. They just don't see things similarly. Down to the sex shop with Ty and Quinn. Quinn is very overwhelmed by all of the toys. She doesn't even know where some of them go or what they're supposed to be used for. Ty is still bothered by what Brandon said, but more bothered that her girlfriends didn't disagree with what she said Brandon said. Quinn tells her, we don't fully agree with him, but, you're not good at love. You don't connect. And Ty's like, because women are crazy. And Quinn is like, if I could be more Ty about sex, maybe you could be more Quinn about connection. So they're both going to try a new thing. As the discussion gets deeper between Ty and Quinn, Ty changes the topic because she's not ready to connect that deeply to even her feelings that she's in right now. Quinn lets them change the topic. They make their purchase. It's an expensive purchase, but Ty is like, being queer is expensive, girl. Being queer is expensive. So when she was getting her pedicure, Angie met the most beautiful man in New York, air quotes. His name's Kendrick. They're down at his house. He is fine. He looked good if you like dreads and caramel complexions. And they're finished and she tells him, I waited for you. I was told that if I slept with the most beautiful man in New York, my luck would change. And he's like, wait a minute. You waited all this time and I'm the most beautiful man? I'm flattered. Cool. They go 3 more rounds to triple her luck. And as he's walking her out, we know why he understands that he is not the most beautiful man in New York, because his roommate Shaquan is super duper fine. And you could tell out the gate that Angie sees what it is. And you could see his whole demeanor change, like, dang, she all into him. But the roommate is super fine. In any event, she tells him she has a twin sister and she's going to hook him up with her twin sister. Now, we all know she ain't got no twin sister, but she think he's so fine that she about to pretend to be her. This is the thing that I've been seeing online about Angie's disposition. People are like, oh, how come the thick, dark-skinned girl gotta be a hoe? She's a grown-ass woman doing what she wants to do, how she wants to do it. She's having fun, as young women should. I don't think this is a dark-skinned, light-skinned, skinny girl, fat girl thing. I just think this is a relatable thing that women get into. I do as I please, not to her extent, but as I please anyway. We have Ty, who is also a little loosey-goosey, but she's not into the men. We shouldn't be judging how women move the way they want to move. We shouldn't be calling a woman a 304 because she does what she feels like doing responsibly. That's just my take on that. Camille goes to see Ian's parents so she can apologize for ruining the wedding. Bevy Smith, who's playing Ian's aunt, joins her, and she's like, oh, look, plot twist is here. In any event, Camille goes to apologize, but while she's doing that across town, Ty is considering the possibility of getting a dog, since Brandon is still playing in her head regarding her lack of ability to connect. So, she calls Camille like, should I get the dog? Camille's like, maybe, but a dog is really a big thing. It's a big connection, a big responsibility. It's something to think about. Camille apologizes. Everyone accepts the apology. She runs into Mira. Mira is pissed. Mira ain't finna forgive shit. Mira is right. Camille is selfish, but Mira only has herself to blame because she knew this dude was not over his ex, and she went full throttle anyway. Ty decides that she can't get a dog because that is really, really, really a very big responsibility. And Camille decides that she can't take the job that she quit back because it doesn't align with her principles, the way she's being treated and the way she's being frowned upon. So she agrees with Dr. Pruitt, even though Dr. Pruitt told her don't come around here no more. She goes right back around Dr. Pruitt's house, lets Dr. Pruitt know, look, I'm going to finish out the semester and then I'm going to find another job. Don't worry about giving me my job back. Dr. Pruitt appreciates that approach and again says don't come over here. Quinn goes on her date with Isabella. It goes really well. They end up back at Quinn's home. Quinn pulls out all of her toys that she just spent $4,000 on. And Isabella's like, relax, calm down. We ain't got to do all of that. Ty decides she's going to get a plant because a plant is less of a commitment. However, Rachel True is the owner of the plant shop, and that's dope. But Ty is unable to even keep the cactus alive. And then we have Jamison. If you recall, he was the man that Camille was seeing when she tanked Ian's relationship, his wedding. Jamison comes up to let her know, hey, I decided that I care more about you than moving to Chicago for a job opportunity, so I'm staying in New York. I've been trying to contact you. Where have you been? Camille is silent and Camille is awkward and Camille is not happy or ecstatic about him staying. He puts two and two together and he realizes she's not happy and, he's no longer in a celebratory mood. He leaves her right there. Bottom line, it ends right there. Camille is not in a good space with Jameson, but she's in a place where she's taking accountability. My rating for the episode is from a 1 to 10 scale. I'm going to give it a strong 10. I really do love the black women just being themselves. There are problems there, but there's sisterhood. I'm big on sisterhood, and I'm in for the second season. Love it, love it, love it. Let me know if y'all want me to continue doing this. I think I'll do it anyway because I like it. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know that you're feeling me. I'm on a push to get monetized, but that's not really the focus. The focus is sharing my thoughts on shows that I dig with you. Thank you. Bye. That's what's goody. That was goody. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.